Heather, what is the first thing that's going to happen at a Pennsylvania support conference?
The first thing that's going to happen is that the parties are going to be asked general background information, telephone numbers, addresses, just to confirm that domestic relations has all of the proper information. And after that, the support officer is going to pick a party and start going through the actual income information for that party. Anthony, once they're done talking about the incomes, what's the next step?
So after they focus on the background information, then they're going to get right into the income and right into the expenses. During that process, the parties are going to talk about their pay stubs. They're going to talk about their tax returns, W-2s, 1099s, K-1s, all the documentation that evidences income as well as expenses, receipts, invoices from daycare, health providers, all information that is relevant under the Pennsylvania Support Code will be discussed at the conference level. Now, Heather, as a party or an attorney, will you have the opportunity to ask any questions during the conference?
Yes, you will. That's part of the conference, is after the conference officer has asked whatever questions he or she typically asks of a party, they will give both sides the opportunity to ask any questions that they might have, or even to make any arguments that they might have about what the other party had to say.
And so in other words, even though the party isn't employed or doesn't have the job of the other side, they're still able to provide information.
Correct.
And going forward in the process, after the information is provided, what does a conference officer do next?
Well, the conference officer generally has a period of time, usually around 10 days, to provide you with their recommendations of what the support order could be. There are some conference officers who prefer to go through that information with you during the conference so that you walk out of the conference having an idea of what the number is going to be. And if you're able to agree during the conference based on the calculations that the officer ran for you, you're able to agree at that point in time and both sign the order as well.
And we talked about before, it's helpful to run those calculations in advance. So if the conference officer gives rough estimates or proposed orders that could come out of the conference officer, it's helpful to have those estimates on hand to reach an agreement at the conference, if you can, to resolve that component of the case.
That's correct. But Anthony, what if we can't reach an agreement, or what if we aren't happy with what the conference officer recommends?
After the conference is over and if an agreement is not reached, the conference officer will enter an interim order.